Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday English Learning. Real English for your everyday life.
Hey there, I'm Jake.
And I'm Lily. Today we are untangling 3 tiny words that cause a lot of stress.
Oh, I already know this is going to be about my coffee order this morning.
I did notice you paused for a really long time at the counter.
Yeah, I stood there trying to decide between could I get and would I get.
That panic is very common when we have to choose between should, could, and would.
Exactly. They look so similar, but choosing the wrong one feels like a big mistake.
Right, because one sounds polite, and another might accidentally sound like a weird demand.
Yes, I always freeze because I do not want to sound rude to the barista.
Well, you do not need to memorize a thick grammar textbook to fix this today.
That is a huge relief.
We are going to practice exactly when to use each one in normal, daily conversations.
So I can just order my coffee without freezing or feeling embarrassed next time?
Exactly. Useful phrases will appear naturally as we talk, and we will review them later.
Okay, I am ready. Where do we start?
We will start with the word that feels like a heavy rule, which is should.
Oh, I already feel the pressure just hearing it. Let's do this.
The panic happens because you are trying to solve a multiple-choice grammar test while someone is waiting.
Yeah, I can literally feel the line of angry people standing behind me.
And that pressure makes your brain forget every English rule you ever learned.
I just stare at the menu and think, what is the safest thing to say?
The bad instinct we all have is trying to translate a direct sentence from our native language.
Right. In my head, the simplest thought is just, I want coffee.
But saying I want directly to a barista can sound like a child making a demand.
Oof, I have definitely done that when I was too nervous to remember the polite words.
It happens to everyone. Another bad instinct is just saying the noun loudly.
Like just saying, one coffee, and handing them the money?
Exactly. It gets the job done, but it feels very cold.
Yeah, I want to sound like a human, not a machine.
We can fix that easily by looking at the jobs of these 3 words.
Okay, I am ready to learn their jobs.
Think of should, could, and would, like 3 different workers in a restaurant.
That is a fun way to picture it.
Should is the manager. It gives advice and tells people what is a good idea.
Like if I tell my friend, you should try the iced latte.
Exactly. But you probably do not want to use should with the barista.
Because I am not the manager of the coffee shop.
Right. If you say, you should give me a coffee, it sounds very strange.
Yes, I will definitely avoid the manager word at the counter.
Our next worker is could. Could is the polite explorer.
The explorer? What is it exploring?
It explores possibilities. When you ask, could I get a coffee? You are gently asking if it is possible.
Even if I know it is possible because they sell coffee?
Yes. Pretending it is a question of possibility creates a little bit of social distance.
And that distance is what makes it feel polite in American English.
Exactly. It is softer than a command.
Okay, so what is the job of would? That is the one that trips me up.
Would is the polite host. It is used for offering things or stating a gentle desire.
Like when they ask, would you like room for milk?
Yes, they are being a polite host. And you can use it back by saying, I would like a large coffee.
Okay, here is my big confusion. Can I say, would I get a coffee?
That is a great question. The short answer is absolutely not.
Why not? If would is polite, why does that sound so wrong?
Because would I get sounds like you are asking a philosophical question about the future.
Oh, like I am looking into a crystal ball. Would I get a coffee today?
Exactly. It sounds very confusing to the person behind the register.
Wow, that is the difference between ordering a drink and asking about my destiny.
That is a perfect way to remember it. If you find this kind of simple breakdown helpful, you might enjoy subscribing to our channel.
We love having you here practicing with us every week. It makes the English journey feel a lot less lonely.
So our simple rule is this. Use could I get to ask and I would like to tell.
Could I get to ask, and I would like to tell. That is so much cleaner.
Both are safe for any service situation, from a casual cafe to a nice hotel.
That is a relief. I do not need 10 different levels of politeness.
You really do not. You just need to know which worker to call for the job.
I feel like I need to test this rule out loud so I do not freeze next time.
Let's put you back in that coffee shop this morning.
Oh no. The music is loud and the line is long.
And the card reader on the counter is beeping.
My brain is already starting to panic.
I am the barista. I ask what you want today.
Okay, I am ready.
Try ordering a large iced coffee and a warm pastry.
Hello, I should get a large iced coffee and a warm pastry.
Your pronunciation is very clear there.
I hear a but coming.
But remember the job of that word.
Right, should is the manager giving advice.
So you just gave yourself advice out loud at the register.
That probably sounds a little crazy to the barista.
It just sounds like you are debating your choices.
Like I am asking them to decide for me.
Exactly. Let's try again with the explorer word.
Yes, ask if it is possible.
Could you try the sentence again?
Could I get a large iced coffee and a warm pastry?
That is perfect. It is polite and safe.
It actually feels much easier to say.
Now let's add a realistic complication.
There is always a complication.
I hand you the coffee and I ask a fast question. I say, would you like your receipt?
Oh, I hate when they ask things so fast.
It happens all the time. How do you say yes using one of our 3 words?
Yes, I could like my receipt.
That is a very common guess.
But it is wrong, isn't it?
It is. Remember that the barista asked a would question.
Right, they are being the polite host.
So you want to match their polite host energy.
Okay, yes, I would like my receipt.
That is exactly right.
That makes sense. I just mirror the word they used.
Yes, mirroring is a great survival trick in English.
That is helpful because translating from my native language takes too long.
Exactly. If you translate, you lose the rhythm of the conversation.
And then the awkward pause happens, and I just start sweating.
But if you listen for their first word, you have your answer.
If they say would, I reply with would.
You've got it.
But what if I just do not understand their fast question?
That is a great moment to use our explorer word again.
Because I need to ask if a repeat is possible?
Exactly. How would you ask me to repeat it?
Sorry, could you say that again?
That is a perfect recovery phrase.
I feel like I use that phrase every single day.
And it never sounds rude because could creates that polite distance.
That takes a lot of the fear away.
Let's leave the coffee shop and go to your office.
Okay, my coffee is in my hand and I am at my desk.
You need a coworker to check a document for you.
This happens all the time.
How do you ask them using our manager word?
Hey, Sarah, you should check this document.
Oof, how does that feel to say?
It feels like I am her boss.
Yes, it sounds very demanding.
She might actually get annoyed if I say that.
She might. So how do we soften it?
I need to use the explorer word again.
Try asking her with that word.
Hey, Sarah, could you check this document?
That works beautifully. It is the safest universal phrase.
I use that one in emails a lot.
But let's say Sarah looks extremely busy today.
Yeah, she is typing fast and staring at her screen.
In that situation, might still feel a tiny bit direct.
Really? Even though it is the polite word?
Yes. Sometimes we need a softer, more careful version.
Okay, what is the softer version?
We use would to ask about her feelings.
Wait, how do I ask about her feelings regarding a document?
You ask, would you mind checking this document?
Oh, would you mind? I hear that a lot.
It is a very natural way to show respect for someone's time.
Try that again so I can hear the rhythm.
Would you mind checking this document?
Would you mind checking this document?
That sounds great. You gave her room to say no.
That is interesting. Being polite is just giving people space.
Exactly. And here is a tiny detail about answering that question.
Oh no. What is the trap?
If someone asks if you mind doing something, how do you say yes, I will do it?
I would say, yes, I mind.
And that is the trap.
Wait, does yes, I mind mean I will not do it?
Yes. It means it is a problem for you.
Oof. So I have to say no to say yes?
Right? You say, no, I do not mind.
No, I do not mind. That feels completely backwards in my brain.
It is confusing at first. Just remember, no means no problem.
Okay, no means no problem. That is a good safety rule.
It is very useful. Let's do one final scenario.
Okay, I am ready for the final test.
I want you to actually use the manager word this time.
Should, but you said that sounds bossy.
It does at work, but it is perfect with friends.
Oh, because we are equal.
Exactly. You want me to try a new bakery.
Oh, I love bakeries.
Tell me I need to try the almond croissant.
You should try the almond croissant here.
That is fantastic. It shows strong enthusiasm, not authority.
That is such a subtle difference.
It is all about the relationship.
So with a barista, it is bossy, but with a friend, it means I care.
Exactly. You are managing their choices with love.
It feels nice to finally use should without worrying.
We just ordered a complicated coffee, handled a busy coworker, and shared strong bakery advice.
My English social battery is definitely feeling tested today.
You survived all of them perfectly. But let's look at one more tiny moment before we review our language.
Okay, I hope it is an easy one.
You sit down at a crowded restaurant. The waiter drops off your soup and immediately turns to walk away.
Oh, the restaurant speed walk. They are always in such a hurry.
Exactly. But you look down and realize you don't have a spoon.
That is the worst. I usually just stare at my soup until they make eye contact with me again.
Staring works eventually, but let's use words today. How do you stop them and ask for it?
Well, I am asking for an object, so I need our polite explorer word.
Perfect logic. Try the full sentence.
Excuse me, could you give me a spoon?
That is grammatically correct, and it is definitely polite.
Wait, it still feels a little bit direct, doesn't it?
That is a great instinct. Could you give me focuses entirely on their action.
Which makes it feel like I am assigning them a task.
Exactly. The softer way is to focus on yourself receiving the item instead.
Oh, so I should say, could I get a spoon?
Yes. Could I get is the golden phrase for almost any service situation.
It feels much lighter to say.
It does. And the rhythm of that phrase is important when you want to sound natural.
Because native speakers usually say it incredibly fast.
We do. We do not pause between the words. The sound connects smoothly.
It usually sounds like one long word when I hear it in public.
That smooth connection actually helps the tone. If you say every word separately, it can accidentally sound angry.
Wow, I never thought about that. I usually speak slowly because I want to be clear.
Clarity is wonderful, but a smooth rhythm feels friendlier to the listener.
I will practice keeping it smooth.
Let's practice that connection right now. Repeat this phrase without stopping. Could I get a spoon?
Could I get a spoon?
Beautiful. That rhythm takes away all the friction.
I feel like I could use that simple phrase 10 times a day.
You definitely will. Let's officially collect the most useful phrases we use today in our meaning moments.
Yes, I need to lock these into my brain so I do not freeze at the counter tomorrow.
We will start with the one we just practiced. The phrase is, could I get?
The polite explorer.
Exactly. This is the safest, most natural way to ask for an item in a store, a restaurant, or a cafe.
Much better than using my old instinct and saying, I want.
Yes, it replaces I want completely in those situations. For example, could I get a glass of water?
Or, could I get an extra napkin?
Both are perfect. It creates a comfortable social distance. Repeat, could I get?
Could I get? I am definitely using that one on my next coffee run.
Our next phrase uses our polite host word. The phrase is, I would like.
This one still makes me slightly nervous because of the crystal ball confusion.
Let's clear that up completely. I would like is simply the polite way to state your choice or your desire.
Right. I am not exploring. I am deciding.
Exactly. So if the server asks what you want, you answer with this.
Like saying, I would like the chicken salad.
Perfect. It answers their question beautifully without sounding bossy.
It feels firm but polite.
It really is. Repeat. I would like.
I would like. That feels much more confident now.
The third phrase is for the office or when people look busy. The phrase is, would you mind?
The careful phrase for coworkers.
Yes, it is a highly respectful way to ask for a favor because you ask about their comfort first.
Like, would you mind checking this email?
Exactly. It shows you value their time. It sounds much softer than asking them directly.
It gives them a very easy way to say no if they are overloaded.
It protects their boundaries beautifully. Repeat. Would you mind?
Would you mind? I will definitely try that with Sarah at work.
And our final phrase is the answer to that careful question. The phrase is, no, I do not mind.
Ah, the trap phrase.
It is only a trap if you forget the rule. This is the polite way to agree to a favor.
Because the word mind means it is a problem.
Right. So saying no actually means you are happy to help. For example, no, I do not mind waiting.
What if I just answer with no?
Just saying no is a bit too short and can sound rude. You want the full phrase.
Okay, so if someone asks to borrow my pen, I say, no, I do not mind.
That is perfect. It sounds incredibly natural. Repeat, no, I do not mind.
No, I do not mind. I just have to remember that backwards logic.
You will get used to it very quickly.
I feel a lot more prepared to speak to actual humans now.
Let's test your new confidence with one more situation.
I hope it is not another fast coffee shop.
No, we are leaving the cafe today. You are on an airplane.
Oh, the airplane aisle is genuinely the most stressful place to speak English.
Why does it feel so stressful for you?
Because the flight attendant is always moving quickly, and there is engine noise.
And you know half the plane is listening to your conversation?
Yes, it feels like being on a tiny stage.
So you need to ask for a blanket, but they are rushing past your seat.
Okay, I am going to try the careful phrase we practiced.
Give it a try.
Excuse me, could you mind bringing me a blanket?
You have the right intention, but you combined two different phrases there.
Did I? I said could and mind in the same breath.
Exactly. Could you mind is a very common mix-up when people feel rushed.
My brain just grabbed every polite word it could find and threw them together.
It happens to everyone, but you only need one of our workers for this job.
Okay, let me separate them. Let's try the careful phrase again.
Take your time.
Wait, does the word mind mean I am bothering them?
No, it just shows that you respect their time and effort.
That makes me feel much better about saying it.
Try the phrase now.
Excuse me, would you mind bringing me a blanket?
That is perfectly polite and respectful of their busy schedule.
It feels very smooth to say, too.
What is the other safe option you could use there?
I could just use our golden phrase. Could I get a blanket, please?
Yes. Both of those work beautifully in the air or on the ground.
It is really comforting to have two solid options instead of zero.
Now let's add that realistic follow-up question.
There is always a follow-up. Usually when I have a mouth full of snacks.
I am the flight attendant, and I stop at your row.
Okay, I am listening carefully.
I say, we are out of blankets. Would you like a hot cup of tea instead?
Oh, they changed the subject on me. Let me think.
Use the survival trick we talked about earlier.
Right, the mirroring trick. Yes, I would like a cup of tea. Thank you.
Beautiful. You answered clearly without missing a single beat.
That mirroring trick really saves so much mental energy in the moment.
How are you going to use these tools in your real life this week?
I am definitely going to use them at my favorite lunch place.
The deli near your apartment? The one with the really fast line?
Yes, they shout your order across the counter, and I usually just point and nod.
Pointing works, but how will it be different next time?
I am going to step up and say, could I get the turkey sandwich?
That is a perfect, practical goal for the week.
I feel like knowing the exact phrase will change my whole posture.
It really will. Having the right words gives your body permission to relax.
And if they ask if I want it toasted, I actually know how to answer now.
Let's build a simple plan so our listeners can do the exact same thing.
I definitely need the plan. My memory still disappears when I get nervous.
Step 1 is to pause and look at your relationship to the other person.
Right. Am I the customer, the coworker, or the friend?
Step 2 is to pick your asking phrase before it is your turn to speak.
Just decide early. Could I get is going to be my new default.
And step 3 is to simply listen for their first word if they ask a question.
Listen for would and mirror it back. That is the best safety net.
It works almost every single time.
I am actually excited to go order my lunch tomorrow.
We have a question for you to answer today.
We always love reading your experiences.
Where is one place you feel nervous asking for something?
I will definitely be reading the comments to feel less alone.
If you are scrolling through the comments today, take a deep breath.
It helps to see how many people get nervous at the exact same coffee shops and counters.
You are never alone in those everyday moments.
And now we actually have the right words to survive them without freezing.
You just need to remember which word fits the job you need done.
Could I get is my polite explorer, and would you mind is for coworkers.
That is all you need to navigate your week with a little more calm.
I am definitely putting those phrases on a sticky note on my fridge tonight.
We hope this makes your next order or respectful request feel much lighter.
It already feels better than standing there quietly.
Thank you for sitting with us and practicing at Everyday English Learning.
We will be right here, ready for your next step.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Jake.
Take care out there, and we will talk to you soon.
See you next time, and good luck at the cafe.